If you want a teacher, try a waterfall, or a mushroom, or a mountain wilderness, or a storm-pounded seashore. This is where the action is. It's not back in the hive. It's not in the anthill. It's not knocking your head against the floor in front of somebody who claims that because of their lineage and whose feet they washed and whose feet they washed, that you should give credence to them. Knowledge is provisional, and we are yet to approach even the first moment of civilized understanding.
Hey guys, how's it going? I hope all of you are having a very, very, very good day or night, whatever time it is that you're from. I'm glad you could join me here, you know, in the woods today. I have the aperture or the ISO set a little bit, you know, higher up, so the it looks a little bit more bright in the background. I just wanted to kind of go with that kind of aesthetic today, I suppose. But today's story time, and I promise you guys I'll make it, and I am, and it's gonna be uploaded today. So I just wanted to keep my promise to you guys. You know, I didn't want to you know, forget about it and, you know, just go and you know smoke first and not make the video and then, you know, feel bad about it. So I'm making the video for you guys, and I'm glad I am. I really wanted to. So today's story time is about part 2 to my LSD experience. And before I start this story, I just want to put a disclaimer. I'm not promoting or condoning or telling you guys to go out and do any of these things that I talk about in these story times, or any kind of substances. I'm not telling you guys to go out and do something because I do it. Don't go out and do something because you watch my videos. And, you know, this is just for educational and entertainment purposes only. This is me telling you guys a story from my life. And yeah, let's get into today's story time now that we got that disclaimer out of the way. So, I forget how many days after it was, after the first time I took it. It was probably about a week later. I can't remember exactly. I'd have to look at the dates on my phone. I forgot to check. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I forgot to check. But it was around a few days to a week after. And it's back at the trailer, right? And Tyler, the guy that had the tabs before originally, he was there too, and he had some more. And we're like, oh yeah, let's do it. And our other friend, you know, Alex was there, and you know, Alex had he was taking some too, and they drove their car. Him and Tyler drove their car, right? So, you know, I'm still waiting on Devin to get back, and my buddy Ryan's there too, but he's not doing any of this. He's a goodie, you know. He's not doing that, but he's just sitting there, and I was just waiting on Devin, and Tyler said, hey, you just want to pop the tabs, you know, and just let him have that one when he gets here? I'm like, okay, sure, yeah, why not? So I popped 3 tabs of acid my second time. 3 tabs, man. And I was just waiting on it to kick in and waiting and waiting. And I remember I ate some spicy hot chicken noodles. That did not agree with me. I'll tell you guys about that in a minute. But I went out to the car to sit with Tyler and Alex, and I was in the back seat and they were in the front, and they were just listening to music, vibing, and I was just starting to feel more and more and more sick, more and more nauseous. And I'm like, okay, this is not good. And I could feel like I was about to throw up. Like I'm like, okay guys, I'm gonna have to go. Like I'm gonna have to leave. I'm gonna have to go, guys. I'll see you later. And like Tyler didn't say much, but Alex was like, okay man, good luck. Like see ya. Like just didn't care that much, you know. He's probably in his own trip. But I went to the side of the trailer and I started throwing up, man, bad. And it was horrible. And then I looked up at the skies, and all the stars were different colors and rainbows. And I'm like, oh man, this is horrible, but that's beautiful, man. And let me tell you, it made throwing up any other way it made throwing up sober seem like nothing. But anyway, I got done with that, and Ryan comes out to check on me. He's like, "You alright? You took that shit they took, man?" Because Ryan's a little bit redneck. He's like, "Yeah, what you do? You took that shit they took?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, yeah." And he brings me a popsicle, and man, it was the best popsicle I've ever had in my life. It was amazing, and I didn't know this at the time, but man, Ryan's baby mama and baby were coming over. I had no idea, or I would not have done this, man. I would not have done this. So I just went outside to lay on the couch, futon, and I still have this futon actually. It's but it's I was sitting there, right? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But I was sitting there, and then they came home, his baby mama and baby, and like the baby was like making all this noise, and I was just like starting to hear like it was about to form language and stuff, and I was tripping bad, and I was like, okay, yeah, I cannot be here around his baby mama and his baby like this. I have to go, you know, and like, because I had no idea they were coming, and I would not have ever done that around a kid or anything had I known. But so I left, and I was at the side of the trailer, you know, sitting, just having a horrible time, just panicking, going into a panic attack, and I was living kind of somewhat staying there at the time, like half and half. I was kind of basically living with my buddy. We were all roommates, sort of, and I didn't know who else to call because I was sitting there, and I heard a voice in my head, man, and it's like it spoke to me in perfect English, and it was like a telepathic message. Like it wasn't like a thought. It was like somebody speaking to me in my head. It was very strange. Like I heard it as plain as day, as me talking to you right now, but I didn't hear it with my ears. Like I heard it with my brain. It was I can't explain it. It was the most bizarre thing ever. And it said, and my best friend's Nikki, by the way, Nicholas. And my camera's about to die, so I'll film the rest of this if it dies. But it said, whatever you have to do, no matter what, go to Nikki's house. Whatever you have to do to get there, just go to Nikki's house. Like, just do it. Just do whatever you have to do to get there. And so I did. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to call my mother. So I called my mom. It's like, Mom, I need you. And she came and got me, and she knew something was wrong. She was worried. You know, she's a mother. She's worried to death. And on the way there, in the car ride home to Nikki's house, man, it felt like I was in a spaceship. Like everything was so alien. The car looked like a spaceship. It was fun. It was fun. And I was just laughing. But I got to Nikki's house, and I walked up the steps to his apartment, and as soon as I walk in his door, it was like I crossed the threshold, and I felt a wave. It was like a, and I walked through it like a liquid, and I felt that sound. And I went to Nikki's room, and I had these oracle cards. They were starseed oracle cards. Look them up. That's the ones I had, and the pictures were moving on them. I don't have them anymore, but I was doing his readings, and I was telling Nikki all this different stuff about his life, what he needed to do to fix his life. It was just coming out of me. I had no choice. I was just speaking, and I could see emotions and colors moving down his face, and all the pain that he feels in his life. And each color that was running down his face was tied to an emotion, and I knew what each color was. I knew what each color was emotionally. I don't now, but I knew then. It was weird. I just had this innate knowing. And then after all that was done, I started to see the flower of life pattern on everything. Like everything. Like the bed was made up of it, my skin, my jeans. And when I say everything, I mean literally everything. Like down to the freaking table the TV was on, and the TV, and Nikki's skin, and the walls, the bed sheets, everything was the flower of life. And I felt the same presence that I felt walk into the bathroom on my first LSD trip come in again. And I felt like I was connected to everything. I was one with everything. If you look up the definition of Nirvana, that's exactly what I felt. 110%. And it was the most peace, most love, most just like being that I've ever felt in my life. And it kind of started to die down after that, but that was pretty much my second time doing LSD. That was the story about it. And you know, I tried to tell it in as much detail as I could, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. you know, let me know some of your guys' stories with some of this stuff, you know, if you have any. I would love to hear them. I love reading about, like, people's, like, the trip stories, you know. But with that being said, I hope all of you have had a very, very, very good day or night, whatever time it is that you're from. And just stay safe out there, guys, you know. Peace.